Okay, keep that going for our first presenter. Bring back a classic presentation of hers. It won with aplomb. Please put your hands together for Marietta Mendler. Keep it going, folks.
Okay, today I present to you why yearning is better than sex. Okay, because I firmly believe I've never been in a relationship, but if you just keep having a crush on somebody, you never have to stop talking to them. Look at that transition, my friend.
Wow.
My qualifications. I've had 20 years in service. I think I yearned for the first time on the second grade school bus. And I've paid special attention to when people have yearned in pop culture, specifically all of Jane Austen when like the wrists almost touch. Oh my good God. And Wicked the musical, there's this song called I'm Not That Girl. Ooh, I can play it on piano for you. There's also Batman. I feel like he's the king of yearning. He just stares at that sad city. Also, I work as a barista, and I give myself Stockholm Syndrome every shift, and fall in love with people nonstop. I'll give you extra shots if you just make eye contact. Okay. Pros of yearning. Okay, may I bring the court's attention to how if they don't have your phone number, they won't send you a dick pic. Because, how would they know to send one to you? They don't even know your name. There's no chance of rejection. Sometimes I have written my phone number on a coffee cup, and then that person has not texted me, and then I've just made a coffee for their girlfriend, and it's fine. Also, you never have sex, you never get an STI. And I'm not trying to say that I'm not sex positive, because I am sex positive. I'm just also terrified of rejection. Okay, also great to pass the time. I feel like we've been doing it since the ancient times. Okay, what's poetry about besides just being so far away? And never ever being held, not one time. What if that were to happen? As a dare. Okay, also, more energizing. Okay? Because who needs an alarm clock when you could possibly see your crush? Okay, that's how I've gotten through all of my days at the coffee shop. What? That's what I just said. Okay. My favorite part of the night is when you almost touched my knee, is when I said that after sex one time. Because I was like, remember when we had two clothed knees and they were almost touching and there was just so much tension? And isn't that just like the sexiest part of anyone's day? You know? Because then, oh, sure, we do it. But is it worth it? I don't think so. Not one time has been worth the risks for me, personally. Then I quoted Homer. Because I feel like I should. I think it adds a certain je ne sais quoi, as does speaking French. That was my very brief presentation. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Actually, the judges, I'm sure, do have some questions for you. I'm going to be blocking that, so I'm going to move here and be in the middle. So, judges, Drew, we start with professionalism. This was definitely under time. Any other questions about it?
The only thing that I have here is you mentioned not exchanging a number in the presentation. How do you plan to network if you're not communicating a method of communication?
That would be on LinkedIn. But have I also gotten some people's phone numbers on LinkedIn? Sure. This one guy kept messaging me on LinkedIn because he's a recruiter, so I talked to him once, and then he kept being like, I really like the sound of your voice. And I was like, how the tables have turned. Now the recruiter is yearning, and he doesn't even know me.
Okay.
Yeah, so all I'm saying is that yearning is good in a professional setting,
Any other questions, Drew?
Well, that's all I've got.
All right, then we move on to convincing this belief. Questions?
I loved how you referenced Jane Austen. Now, let me finish. I just saw Pride and Prejudice for the first time a month ago. And I realized, my friend showed me, if you're high enough, every scene is an almost sex scene.
Yeah, that's
It's
very true.
the scene where they're in the bodega in the rain. She was like, they're about to fuck. And I was like, I didn't know that. Okay, so I like that you said Jane Austen. But
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say bodega? Did you
no,
mean
the
I was like, I don't remember that part.
No, they were in Brooklyn. They were in a field, a garden somewhere.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just a referee. I don't ask questions.
Right. My only question the whole time was, when do we come?
True.
I know you can masturbate, but
Yeah.
what if you don't want to masturbate anymore?
Okay, so I would argue that the coming is very brief,
Right.
but the yearning can last for a long time.
But see,
so you can be, yearning can be the umbrella.
Mhm.
There can be intermittent incoming that gets underneath the umbrella. And that is okay.
But is there a plan to move past the yearning?
See, I've never made it that far. I'm just guesstimating because other people have talked about orgasms. But someday we're gonna figure that one out. Someday, but not right now. We're sticking in my lane, and my lane is not making it happen. You know, I just like to kind of touch elbows sometimes. Get a rush.
That's enough for her.
Yeah.
All right, no more questions?
I'll just have to accept what she said.
Yeah.
That's
So
okay.
sorry. I feel like that was very sobering and maybe too much of my own truth. Punchlines.
Well, you want to know what? We're here for audacity. Truth is audacious. Corey,
Yeah.
any questions
I was
about
about to say, your
this?
honesty, so audacious. I have several notes. Batman is the king of yearning. Perfect.
He was on the last soapbox.
Literally.
That's not a joke.
You'd say less. And then, so you use your crushes as alarm clocks?
Yes, because hey,
No, I get it. It's just when I have a crush, I don't sleep.
oh, I think I crush gently but longly.
Right.
You know, because I have a crush. I get crushes on my coworkers,
Yeah.
and then I use them as warm cup because then I want to shower.
So there's a limit. It doesn't become obsessive.
Right. If I don't
Right,
have,
right.
I just am like, if I don't have a crush, then like, why do general hygiene? But
so
if I,
true.
but
That was audacious in that answer. So, yeah, right
that's
on
why
the
I'm
money.
constantly be in love so that my dentist will be okay with me.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, because why brush your teeth if no one's gonna see them?
So true.
Yeah. So we just have to live on the edge, like it could happen at any moment.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Who knows? Sometimes it does happen at any moment. That's kind of crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
That sounds illegal.
Judges, any last questions? Mariette, any last comments?
Thank you so much for your time.
Give it up for Mariette, everybody! Fantastic, fantastic. We are getting out of here. Horny as hell. Let's move on to our next topic, which I know is continuing to bring the heat. Please give it up for the very first winner of a soapbox, Anna Bernot-Riley.
Oh shit!
Hello.
Hello, down will be forward in a moment.
Yes. Could you tell me, is this, does it work on the screen? No. Keep that reaction in mind, baby. Keep that reaction in mind. Let me reveal it. Hello, thank you very much. My name is Anna Bernot-Riley. Good girl. I'm not the bad guy for bringing up the Steezy Grossman Harlem Shake video on a double date. That is my topic. A double date. I went on one, and that's where I brought up the Grossman Harlem Shake video. Double dates are great. I'm good at them. I have went there, we were having conversations, and drinks were flowing, and conversations were flowing. Conversations I knew how to talk about because there's a blueprint. These are okay topics at a double date. What do you do for work? What do you tell silly stories? Things that you've watched. All things that make sense for the Steezy Grossman Harlem Shake video. If those topics are so okay, why can't I bring up the Steezy Grossman Harlem Shake video at a double date without becoming the freak, or the bad guy, or the person who made the dinner weird, or the reason that we all got up to leave? I brought up the Steezy Grossman Harlem Shake video because it had to do with the conversation at hand. It made sense. I'm not lying to you. Now I'm going to tell you about the Steezy Grossman Harlem Shake video. And please, it makes sense because we're all having a conversation. It's like we're on a double date right now. Imagine this, and I'll show a picture. Imagine this. There's a guy, everybody's familiar with the 2013 Harlem Shake Challenge? Yes. Great, so there's like a lead up. In this lead up, we see this guy in a bike helmet. He's sitting on a toilet. He's got his pants around his ankles. We're waiting for what's about to happen, right? We're so excited. Suddenly the drop happens, and he is now squatting on the toilet with his feet on there. There's a naked friend of his on the ground. We're going, why is all this plastic taped on the ground? That's so freaking weird. The beat drops, and while his friend is sitting upside down with his dick and balls strapped to his chest, Steezy Grossman proceeds to take a big, weird gunshot of a shit on his face. And I brought photo imagery because, don't worry, it's just a drawing. It's just a drawing. Don't freak out. But in case I didn't paint the picture well enough, Steezy Grossman standing on the toilet taking a big dumperoonie on his upside-down naked friend. Don't freak out, because let's make this clear. I am not a bad guy. I'm not a bad guy for bringing this up, because there's lots of ways the Steezy Grossman Harlem Shake video can fit into conversations on a double date. Going back to this, what do you do for work? Oh, let me think about when I was a nanny. When I was a nanny, I was introduced to the person named Blippi. Everybody know Blippi?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because he's a child superstar. 17.4 million subscribers. Every baby on Earth knows this baby boy. Baby King, Monopoly on YouTube, a.k.a. Steezy Grossman of the Steezy Grossman Harlem Shake video.
What?
Yeah.
Yes! What? That's right, bitch! I found this out when I was nanny because the mommy told me something that would change my life forever. She was like, he's a bad guy, don't look him up. Oh, well, it's not like the Steezy Grossman Harlem Shake video is even that hard to find, if you really were curious. It actually only takes 25 seconds to find the Steezy Harlem... The guy's video! He didn't do a good job of hiding it. If he didn't want to hide it, he wouldn't have made it so easy for me to find it. In fact, here's how easy it is. We gotta play the clip. This is me Googling it. Here we go, baby. What did Blippi... Hold on. Video's paused, not me. Blippi do. He regrets pooping on his friend. Steezy Grossman pooped on his friend. Name found. Easy peasy. Another tab open. We look up Steezy Grossman. Second fucking thing to pop up, Harlem Shake poop. That's him! 2 searches and you find the video. So we can stop it. I'm just saying, if you're gonna look it up, it's really freaking easy. I'm not the bad guy, he's the bad guy. I'm not the bad guy, he's the bad guy. I'm a victim, not a bad guy. Let's make that fucking clear. When you're on a double date, you talk about a lot of things, okay? One of those things might be the Steezy Grossman Harlem Shake video, because now you know about it too. And you're not a bad guy either. Even if you bring up the Steezy Grossman. Thank you very much.
Keep it going for on, everybody. I'm going to get back here. All right, judges. we kept it going. We kept it explicit, but we're going to keep it in the same order. So, Drew, questions for Anna?
I want to come out at the top and say that I do appreciate the thoroughness in showing the step-by-step process to find the video.
Thank you.
I do think that shows a level of just professionalism across the board.
Thank you.
What I do want to say is while I believe that this is now, if not acceptable, understandable to bring up at a double date, how would you segue a job interview into discussion of the Steezy Grossman Harlem Shake video?
Guess what, boss? I'll never do that.
Yes.
Very professional. Bonus points. Thank you very much. No further questions.
Thank you.
All right. Convincing us?
You convinced me. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
She told you not to look it up. So you gotta look it up.
Duh.
And that's just, you're an interesting person. Some boring person is gonna talk about, oh, I'm a banker. And you're talking about a guy shitting on somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna forget that conversation.
Two naked guys.
Two naked guys, one with his dick and balls taped to his fucking stomach. Stuck. What else did I have? I mean, you were getting drinks. It was flowing. Y'all probably drunk.
I wasn't. I was sober as a little goose. I just wanted to talk about it.
Let's just say you're drunk because you're winning right now.
I was fucked
You
up.
were fucked up. She was fucked up. And yeah, he's a piece of shit. He shit on somebody.
Yeah, and he's a child superstar.
Yeah, they're all crazy. They're all crazy.
All right, sounds like convincingness is settled. Let's go to Audacity here. What's your thoughts on this?
The audacity. I would not regret pooping on my friend. So,
You
that's
wouldn't regret
it.
having a recorded video. of
No,
you
because
fucking
you know,
shitting on your friend.
and to relate with you on this, I've brought up 2 girls, 1 cup before, and that's a lot worse of a conversation to have with a group of people, especially if they do not know what it is.
I don't think that you're the bad guy for
Thank
bringing that up.
you. So, like, the audacity, I mean, it's just right there. Also, the drawing. I mean, the drawing. The drawing. So, yeah, perfect. No question.
No questions. No questions. All right, give it up for fantastic. Oh boy. All right, we are moving right along. We have some spicy hot takes, and I am very excited for our next presenter, who I know is going to going to bring us a auditory journey. Hopefully, that's on me. All right, please give it up, everybody, for Freddie Boyd.
It's okay if the music doesn't work. I didn't need it. It's a crutch, but if it works, it's not a crutch, and it's on purpose. Hello, everyone. My name is Freddie Boyd, and I just want to bring something to your attention that maybe you didn't think needed to be brought to your attention. But my presentation is about the...
Down.
It's down. This is my true idea. Animals used to be able to talk. Subtitle, God is a coward. Now, I know this sounds audacious. I'm talking about the big man. Here's an intro story. It's relatable and it's informative. All right? Look, we all know about the Garden of Eden, right? Well, if we don't, tell them the story, Johnny. I'm Johnny in this one. Okay, I'll give you a rundown of the Garden of Eden. All right. Adam and Eve get made. That's the first transgression. We never should have been made at all. They live in paradise for a little bit. Cheeseburger in paradise. They get one rule without being properly explained to what rules are. They just get born, they get a rule. It's awful. They break the rule because there's nothing else to do in the Garden of Eden. And a whole ass snake tells them to. The snake talks to them. Put a pin in that. This is important to the whole hypothesis. Eve did not know about pop quizzes, so this is fucked up. God's fucked up. And they get found out, Adam snitches, and they get kicked out of the garden. It's sad, right? Nobody should be kicked out of paradise for breaking one rule. These are my 2 points of order. Point of order number 1. God was obviously embarrassed that he did not communicate well to these big, sexy, naked adults with little baby brains that rules are, if you break a rule, you'll be kicked out forever. It's just not fair. And you have to wear clothes. That's bad.
Yes.
And afterwards, to cover himself, he took the legs from a snake. Snakes used to have legs. Didn't know that? Read the Bible. I went to Christian school. That's what I learned. And number two, oh, I'm pressing laser. Number two, the animals had been in existence a whole day longer, so they were on to God's fuck shit. And number three, and most important, Eve did not freak out when she talked to the snake, which is very important, because that means animals were talking the whole time. And if they were talking the whole time, and they don't talk now, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, I know you're smart, I'll let you come to the conclusion. Now this is a warning, alright? This is not an atheist or agnostic argument. I may be agnostic, but I'm also a scientist. And there is empirical truth that God does exist. So even though I don't believe it, we all know it to be true. Because if animals used to be able to talk and they can't talk now, God exists. Right? You're following me. But, sadly, God is a coward. And, listen, don't get mad at me. I'm most likely not talking about your God. If you believe in God, please leave me alone. Because if you believe in God and you don't think they're a coward, then I'm not talking about your God. But if you do believe in God and you do think they are a coward, I am talking about that God. And that's the God we're talking about tonight. Okay, so, thesis statement again. Animals used to be able to talk. And we had that taken from us by God because he really can't own up to his mistakes, to be honest. And what a cool world it would have been to live in if animals were talking to us every day. I put thesis statement after this. God is a coward. Now, you gotta believe me because I have evidence on my side. One evidence? Here it comes. First of all, some animals can already still talk. God missed, I guess, because there are at least 4 to 13 of these little buggers that are still gabbing about. I.e. parrots and dolphins. Now, second of all, we love it when they're talking all the time. That's our favorite thing. How many movies have you seen with talking animals? Animated and live action. Evolution definitely suggests we're be chill with those little guys chatting to us when we like it. Mr. Ed was a famous TV show in the black and white time. Dr. Dolittle talks to the animals, and they talk back to him. There's a lot of science websites on it. You go digging, and you find these links, and these links, and even these links. I'm not going to do it for you, but you gotta look it up for real. Now, why did this happen? Well, God was ashamed of his lack of communication, because he knows everything. And wouldn't he know how to communicate if he knew everything? And so he just shut up the animals to hide his shame. And he knew we were big dum-dums and we wouldn't think about it. But now we're thinking about it, right? Now we want the animals to come back talking. God, you got a lot of explaining to do. But what if animals could, though? What if he didn't make this big old blunder? Well, the charts show that that would be so chill. We would learn a lot from them. And it'd be cute. And here's a lot of examples of talking animals that we like and are cute to us. Those are my favorite ones. The biggest downsides to animals talking, I'm unbiased, so I will tell the downsides. But the charts also show that the morning would be very loud because birds. And having pets would be weird because they would ask, why can't I leave? World's loudest bird. Oh, why can't I get out? Why are you keeping me here? Thank you for feeding me, but that's not a good trade. This is our target audience. This is the process for doing that. We have, these are the numbers. You can check them out. So, what do we do about this? This is my call to action. It's very, very easy. We gotta pray. Prayer, if God is real, then prayer works. We have to pray to God and say, please let those little guys talk to us and let us be able to talk back. So, me and the team would really like you to just, when you get home tonight next to your bed, before or after premarital sex, just pray to Jesus and and ask him for animals to talk. And maybe Jesus can make it work. Thank you.
Fantastic. Keep it going for Freddie, everybody. Get that until it's done here. Laura, why don't you just break this tab so that we don't get the
You don't want DMX in the background?
from the TV speakers, you know? I mean, if you want to.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
We can mute it.
All right, well, that is being done. Judges, questions on this biblical scale presentation?
A number of questions, just kind of a comment on it. I will say, I did kind of lose the argument a bit towards kind of the middle when we were discussing loud mornings and imprisoning puppies, but then you talked about deliverables.
Right.
And you showed me the team.
Yeah.
And those are the only things I give a fuck about as a professional.
I know.
Judge. I love that.
And I kept the top kind of willy-nilly for the spice,
Yep.
but I knew you wanted to see the numbers.
I
there,
saw
and
them.
was
I saw those numbers.
I can't take the numbers out.
And so far, it's the only presentation with hard deliverables. I gotta respect that.
All right, Drew, no further questions?
No further questions.
All right, Malik, how's it feel? How you feeling on this one?
As somebody that went to a Christian school in high school,
You too?
yeah,
Okay.
Eve didn't freak out when the snake was talking.
When this and they just plays over it in the Bible, right?
They don't say nothing about that.
And it wasn't, and they didn't even make a big deal like, oh, there's a talking snake. It just happened.
Yeah,
And they
she
were
was
like,
like, oh, what's up, snake?
yeah, and he was like, yo, eat that fruit, and she was like,
All right,
bet.
cool.
I don't know.
That's true. Now, you lost me with snake legs. Was that in the Bible?
Yeah, in the Bible, God struck the legs from the snake. That's why they slid on their stomachs.
Now,
It's a curse.
I had a picture book Bible, and that was not in there.
I'll send you the verse. On LinkedIn.
Damn.
Okay. And that Wikipedia page, it looks like you made that.
Yeah. Well, I didn't make. No, it does
You said
look like
yeah,
I
you
made
just
it.
said yeah.
It looks like I made it because I'm a scientist, but I didn't have to make it because you can Google that. I'll send you the.
But if I
link to the
Google
Bible
it,
verse.
your wiki page is going to show up.
No, I've never written a Wikipedia page in my life.
Why are you
I
looking
swear.
away from me, Freddie?
I've never written a
Why you-
Wikipedia page in my
All
life.
right, all right. And it would be cute if they could talk.
Right?
It would be cute.
That's what all the movies are about.
God is a bad communicator.
I think he got better with Jesus once he had a son.
No, he's still a bad communicator.
Okay, thank you.
I pray to go to the NBA and I'm in Soapbox right now.
He works in mysterious ways.
Radio silent on my ass.
There's a ref here.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically an NBA game.
That's some bullshit. But, okay.
All right. Last but not least, Audacity. How you feeling about this?
This whole PowerPoint, because I did not grow up in a Christian school, but I grew up Christian. This whole PowerPoint sounded like me arguing with my grandfather about, like, well, if God didn't want us to be gay, why is there a G-spot in the dude's butthole, Grandpa? Like, that's what this whole presentation
Yeah, I took those
No one's
slides out.
with me on that. Saying that God's a coward and he can't take responsibility, such a man. My only qualm is using buggers
Oh yeah, I guess.
in America.
Yeah, I mean, little buggers
Those
like
little buggers.
it's colloquial. You know, we make language, so like colloquially, little buggers. It's not like animal sex.
Yeah. It was
I
it
know
was
that it means
audacious,
that.
so I do have to say that was audacious.
Yeah, I can't. I want to.
Displeasing, but audacious.
That's what it's all about,
That's what it's
isn't
all
it?
about.
Judges, any further questions? Freddie, any final comments?
Question.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
first, but we'll take
Yeah.
it. Please.
So before we start praying for the animals to talk, how will we handle the animals we eat?
Oh well, I mean, that's between you. Like, listen. Hopefully, the animals you eat, you have not experienced. Well, actually, hopefully, you have had a dialogue with them before.
Yeah.
But most of us haven't. We're disconnected from that process. It's really rough, and we like not to think about it. And I didn't mean to bring it up for you, but like, I don't think they can talk on the plate, so I think you're in the clear.
What is your name for that very thoughtful question?
Amber.
Please give it up for Amber, everybody. Freddie, any final comments?
No, thank you so much.
Give it up for Freddie Boyd, everybody. All right, folks, that is nearly half of our presenters out of the way. Are you all having good time? Learning hope. All right, we have got a great last half here, including a very special surprise guest, which was coming right there at the end. Yet, oohs and ahs are appropriate. Yes, yes. Wow. Thank you. All right, folks, but we got somebody who we know, we love. Please give it up for her, Lenice Lyons. Down is forward once we get it
down is forward. Okay. All right, good evening. I'm Lenice Lyons, and I want to talk about Tupac. Yeah, we know him as the musician. He put out an album called Strictly for My NIGGAZs, which is an acronym for Never Ignorant Getting Goals Accomplished, but it kind of don't flow with Strictly for My Never Ignorant Getting Goals Accomplished. Tupac is now. All Eyes on Me, one of my favorite albums, Machiavelli, and Me Against the World. So we know him as the rapper. We also know him for a few movies, Gridlocked, Poetic Justice, Juice, Bullet, Nothing But Trouble. I don't know if you've seen this one. This is a movie where Dan Aykroyd and some friends end up in this weird, fucked up town. There's a judge, and before, like, Dan Aykroyd and his friends go before the judge. It was Dan Aykroyd the judge. And John Candy's the fucking sheriff. Chevy Chase goes before the judge. Before he goes up, Digital Underground is there, a group that Tupac was in. So it might be one of Tupac's first movies. And Above the Rim, one of my favorite movies. So we know him as an actor, but was Tupac a good friend? Was he? You're the people he knows. They were friends. Okay? All right. So I want to go back to All Eyes on Me album, where Tupac put out a song called I Ain't Mad at You. This is a screenshot from the video where he's talking to his friend who doesn't know he's there. And I Ain't Mad at You is a song he wrote, but he was super fucking mad. He was absolutely pissed off. So let's talk about it. First verse. He starts out prophecy. He says, change shit. I guess change is good for any of us. Whatever it takes for any of y'all to get up out the hood shit, I'm with you. I ain't mad at you. I got nothing but love for you. Do your thing, boy. That sounds supportive, right? Of someone making positive changes. Right. But let's get into the first verse. First verse. His friend is coming home from jail, and Tupac makes fun of him for being Muslim. Wow. Colette calls to the till saying, how you changed? Oh, you a Muslim now. It was real sassy how he said that line. Then he says, no more dope game. Heard you might be coming home, just got there, want to go to the mosque? Yes, I do. You don't want to chase tail? Another line from the first verse was fucking awful. Still in the first verse, calls his friend a player, even though the friend is about to get married. Like, why would you put that out there in a song? This lady might hear this shit. You causing discord. Congratulations on the wedding. I hope your wife knows she got a player for life. And that's no bullshitting. Even further, he talks about how he wanted to fuck his friend's sister, which is also going to be in the song. And so now the sister might be wondering, well, you never said nothing to me. I might have wanted to fuck Tupac. Why didn't what? But he never went up in her. So I guess that's a positive. Still in the first verse, he tries to attract the friend back to a life of crime. He says, now the whole shit's changed and we don't even kick it. Got a big money scheme. You're not even with it. What kind of scheme, Tupac? Huh? What do you know, Tupac? Or should I call you Tupac Madoff? Look! The man was trying to change his life. You're trying to bring him back to a place he don't even want to be no more. That's Tupac as a friend. So what do we know? We know that Tupac is a great actor, a great musician, sold 75 million records worldwide, had many friends, probably really not nice to them if they made positive life changes. Probably wrote backhanded songs about them, See, I Ain't Mad at You and Hit 'Em Up, which was put out after he stopped being friends with Biggie, and he put all their business out there. So don't be a Tupac friend. Thank you.
Keep it going. All right, judges, we know the drill at this point. Questions about whether or not Tupac is, a good guy.
I just want to say, just in general, coming for professionalism, this whole presentation felt very HR to me in a way that I loved. I am a big fan of accountability in the workplace. What are, in your mind, what are some action steps that Tupac could take so we can get him on the path of being a good friend in the workplace?
In the workplace, he could be more polite about when someone might fart in the break room and not immediately start pointing out who did it, and just maybe, oh, someone had a little too much salad for lunch. Spray some spray in here. He can, when we have the office lunch and just, don't just bring food that he likes to eat. Think of everyone, And he could probably take his picture out of his email at the end. Don't. No one needs to see that. We see you. Work with us.
Thank you very much. That's all my questions.
Malik.
He's a piece of shit, apparently. I'm a big Tupac fan.
Same.
Love his music. But Hit 'Em Up was over the line.
Boy. Yeah, what kind of friend, I've not been friends with people. I never wrote a poem about them.
And the thing is, he went after Biggie and his whole friend group, all of Biggie's friends. They got straight bullets.
Yes.
And they weren't even
part of that shit.
They weren't even part of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He starts that song off, that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
Yeah.
Damn.
And
Wow, that's a
that
lot.
should make you want to dance a little bit. But he was dead serious.
Yeah.
Tupac.
You convinced. Okay, all right. Convincing this done. Just last thing.
So,
Destiny.
as someone who does not listen to Tupac,
Oh.
it's great because I never thought of it. He seems like a great all around dude. But when you put it like that, it's like holy shit. I mean, what do I know? So it's very audacious. Also, questioning a dead man, very audacious.
It's been some time. He died in '96, y'all.
So time to reevaluate.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
He didn't come back Machiavelli style like everybody thought.
Yeah. Well, he came back in a hologram.
That was bad. And then all the other subsequent albums
He
they
probably
put out
served a
after
friend as a
that.
hologram too.
But did he rat out his friend via hologram? An interesting
Best.
question. Well, judges, any last questions?
No, very audacious.
No.
Thank you.
Lenny's. Everybody, we'll give it up for Lenny's. All right, folks. This next presenter is someone that kind of got slid in last minute too. Taylor and Shelley are really sorry they actually couldn't make it tonight. They had to show up in Marietta or something. It started at 10 p.m. I'm a little bugged about that. I'm going to be honest, but I think that this new presenter is going to do very good. Hey, are you ready in there?
Yes.
Oh, over there. Please, everybody, give it up for Shaler One Guy Steen. Keep it going.
Big man with a broken heart coming through.
Jesus.
Give it up for him, them, folks.
Hello! I'm Shaler One Guidenstein, and I am one man with one mission. To prove that I am just one guy, and to get my I miss my family!
I can't do it anymore.
Get it together. My ex-wife alleges, at some point during our marriage, I became two different guys. Well, guess what? I'm the same one guy I have always been. That bitch is crazy! Exhibit A! Cheryl, come back! If I was two different guys, could I do this? Oh boy! All this dancing has got me thirsty. Anyways, let's lighten the mood with a joke. Knock knock. Who's there? Who said that? We're also well traveled. Two different guys wouldn't be well traveled. That's a Beth Pearl Harbor Memorial. If I had been there that day, things would have gone differently. Let's be a Splash Mountain. I know what you're thinking. That's two different guys. How dare you? Sure, I put on a few pounds, but I lost 130 pounds of bitch ex-wife. And I would do anything to get her back. Specifically, I would hold Anthony Dvorkin at Goodyear Tire on Peachtree's head underwater until the bubbles stopped. I'm gonna kill. I'm gonna kill Anthony Dvorkin. The line between love and hate is razor thin. And I hate Anthony Dvorkin. Just because I'm bisexual does not mean I'm two different guys. Thank you. One guy has seen, and we've been one guys.
Keep it going, folks. Very good, very good. I'm going to thank Shelley and Taylor so much for having you come. But the judges still have to judge you, and I'm sure they have questions. So, Drew, do you have any questions for our dear new friend?
I think some other judges might. I actually mostly just had commentary. I did want to commend you for being the only presenters so far to wear a suit jacket to your presentation. Thank you very much. And
Thank you.
Wonderful. And Shaler, I also just wanted to say, I don't know what's gotten into you, but your productivity has doubled recently, and I appreciate it.
Thank you for the compliment. I take Adderall.
Who doesn't?
All the questions of
That's all I have.
professionalism. Then Malik, with convincingness, how you feeling?
Shayla was very passionate about trying to get their family back. Said I like passion. I just want to shake your hand for the spit take. You went for it. That was great. Okay, could you pick that up?
Of course I can. Oh, not a problem. What do I look like? Some kind of two guys?
Any other questions of the presentation, perhaps?
It's true that just because you're bisexual doesn't necessarily mean you're two guys. So, thank you for your time.
All right. We got one more judge who I'm sure has some very powerful questions. Corey.
Yeah, wow. Just being open about wanting to kill a guy. And coming out in the same breath. As someone who runs a women and LGBTQIA mic, I get it. That happens every Thursday.
We would love to do a set. Potentially feature, perhaps?
If you can get your ex-wife back to be in the audience, absolutely.
Oh.
But yes, very audacious. Drinking on stage, audacious. There you go. You got me wet, so.
Now we have a question for you. I have a question for you.
Certainly.
Well, how do you figure out your questions?
In the hot seat now.
I know I am in the hot
That's
seat
pretty
now.
audacious.
That was audacious. That was to put me on the spot like that. I just go for what grabs my attention as someone who should be on Adderall. You just space out, so the parts I space in, I go, ooh. Then I ask a question about it.
That's a wonderful strategy. Thank you.
Thank you,
for
guys.
having me on the show.
Thank you for coming. Everybody, please give it up for Shaler. One night stand. Can we actually get a towel for this? I think this might be a little problematic. And plus, I'm not sure where our special guest is. He was in the
Figure
back.
out where your people are.
I know, I'm sorry. There's a lot going wrong tonight. So actually, while we get this cleaned up, I'm going to go find him. So can you just hold this real quick? Sure. One moment.
Oh, shit. Oh, this tension's making me horny, guys.
Why are they in the closet?
Hey, tension.
Tension, there you go.
Come back.
Hey, that's the point right there. I will not default to that.
He didn't tell us who the guest was either, so this is just like genuinely.
Huh. It needs to be Hulk Hogan.
We got Hulk Hogan,
Yeah.
actual Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan decides to do stand-up on Wall Street.
Okay, I found him. He says I'm not allowed to be on stage with him. So, folks, please give it up for Coach P. Thank you. I see some of you already know me. Good evening. I am Coach P. We're going to go through all these blanks, make sure we're in here. There we go, last blank. So, let me begin. I am Coach P. I am a world lover. I am an athlete. And first and foremost, I am an educator. And I am here to teach you a very important lesson. So I'm going to need you to settle down. I'm going to need you to be real quiet. I'm going to sit back. Settle down. Because you're going to need to listen. All right. I'm going to keep it real simple. if you eat ass within 24 hours, you will do ketamine. Is this clear? Oh, you think it's a joke? You think it's a goat? I think you misunderstand me or think whatever. So I'm going to re-say it a way you millennials can understand with emojis. If you perform the sexual act of analingus, then you will, within 1 day, consume horse tranquilizers. It's very serious, very serious. And I think, just to drive it home one more time, I want to say, if you find yourself nose deep in a beehole, then you will swiftly find yourself at the very bottom of a K-hole. Yeah. Okay, it seems you all understand, but I need you to understand how it happens. Because the ketamine is a tricky, tricky foe. It wants to be consumed by you, and it knows how to manipulate you. And the only way to protect yourself is to know how this goes down. So we're going to walk through exactly how it happens. So, in the interest of time, I'm going to go through real quick how we got here. You're hanging out with your sweetie. You're having a good time making salad. You watch Shrek 2, the masterpiece, and you're feeling real nice, real lovey-dovey. So you actually go to bed early with your sweetums. And you just go. You get in there real tight, real snuggled, and you're out before 10. And I know what you're thinking. Who does ass eating before 10? I'm asleep. We're protected, right? Right? Absolutely fucking wrong. Absolutely wrong. That is exactly what the ketamine wants you to think. That innocence and love and sleep can help you? No, they cannot. Because you're going to see it's about midnight, and you're going to wake up in a compromised position. And you're going to look into the unblinking eye of your partner, and then you're going to look into their regular eyes. And then you're going to say, I want to take this to another level. And then, boom, it happens.
So right.
Haunting. But it's done. Start the clock. 24 hours before the ketamine gets you. We're going to get right through it. So, first things first, you wake up the next day, refreshed, renewed, perhaps as stress-free as you've ever been in your life. Your behind is completely clear, and you think you can leave your past behind you, but that is a trick of the ketamine because it's already noon, you dip-dong. You've already wasted 12 hours. The ketamine is coming for you. But, to be fair, unprepared, you wouldn't know the ketamine is coming for you, so you would use this Saturday, it's a Saturday, to just sort of chill, to reflect on your new clean life, to watch Shrek 3. Kind of got you in the mood for Shrek 3, feeling in the girlies. Amen. And, to take more of a nap. You got up at midnight, but you did not go to bed soon after that. It takes a minute to do the tossing of the salad. So then, you've done it. You've played right into the ketamine's trap. It knows that it's already fucking, what is this, 6 to 8 p.m.? 6 to 8 p.m. That's just stupid. You're going to look at your watch and you're going to be like, oh, fuck, my day's almost gone. And wait, what's this? It's Halloween? It's Halloween and I've got a party to go to and I don't have a costume? You idiot. You idiot, you fool. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I know I'm being harsh, but I want to protect you from the ketamine. And so here's what's going to happen. You're going to go into your closet, and you're going to find the first and only thing you really have, which is, of course, some Shrek ears. And you are going to, just find a brown shirt and, a leather tunic, which you just already happen to have, unrelated. And you're going to go to the party. It's going to be a good time. You're going to fit right in. It might be with new people, but you're doing it. You're doing a good time, and you're vibing. You're finding it, and that is when you make a new friend. You meet a new friend right there at the party, which is Donkey. Or, more accurately, somebody dressed as a donkey. But what's that? What's that on Donkey's little waist? A fanny pack of definitely drugs. Definitely drugs. And Donkey and you are becoming fast friends. And you want to know what? Coach P does not care about drug use. I think they're great. I think you should do it to experience yourself and also just try it out. Please use responsibly and avoid the ketamine. But I digress because you go into this little bag, Donkey goes through with his little hooves, and, you know, there's some other fun stuff, you know, edibles, shrooms, caffeine, whatever. But down there on the bottom, a little bag of Miss K. Miss K is just there, and you both look at each other and are like, whoa, how'd that get there? And then you look at each other like this, and you say, oh, well, you know, we could do it, but probably we shouldn't do it, unless, no, it's so late already, but, you know, I could stay up all night, I'm already here, I'm already dressed in strapped, you know, I could keep going, but no. You don't do ketamine with your new friend Donkey, even if you two go back 4 or 5 movies. That's not what you're doing, so you move on. You leave the ketamine behind. And so you think you're safe. You think you're safe. You fool. You fool. This is the final trick. Nobody does ketamine the first time they encounter it, but also nobody is ready to know how soon after the ketamine's going to come right back around to them, and then you're not going to be prepared. So let's get into the final moments of this. We come to the end of the night. You and Donkey have a good old time, partying, mixing in, but eventually it comes to an end. And the two of you, kind of sitting around, not ready to go home, too intoxicated to do so anyway, decide to sit down on the host's couch and put on some cinema, perhaps Shrek 4 Forever After. Which, yes, I know you all can tell, is not a great movie. It's pretty damn boring. And that leads to Donkey going through that little fucking rucksack that keeps on its groin, and then what pops out? Do I need to say it? She's there. She was waiting this whole time. And you two look at each other again. You're pals now. You've been on the journey of this party together. Sorry, we couldn't get into the details of it. I have limited time. And then you do this again. We do this again. But this time, you decide to do it. It's all over from there. You are going to go horse mode. You are going to become one with the couch. You are going to go to IHOP and have a mediocre meal. And you want to know what? In this instance, the ketamine won. They won, and that's a very sad tale. And this is a very serious tale. I wanted you to understand why and how someone could go from a beautiful sexual act that bonds them with their partner to one of the most lovely, safe, and delightful drugs that nevertheless you should not do. You should not absolutely do. And before I conclude, I understand this is all very scary. But I have some good news. If you do want to do ketamine, I've got a surefire way to get some. Thank you. I've been Coach P. Oh, water on this guy. All right, I'm going to try this. I don't think Caleb's coming out. So, yeah, judges, any questions for me? I think it speaks for yourself. Audacious first. Okay.
So I just, first thing off the dome. Mm-hmm. If you do crack, would you like fuck a butt? Or like if you fucked a butt,
no,
would you end up doing crack after? Like,
no,
what are the limits of this?
No, I mean, this is a very unique relationship. It is not, it is the ketamine sees you eating ass and knows you have unlocked your heart to depravity.
Okay, so awesome. Goes to my next question. Did you ask ketamine for answers?
Now, Miss Ketamine and I have a complex relationship. Maybe she saved my life by curing my depression and led me to feel I need to tell everyone how she might do this to them. Maybe. But I did make this about about the only experience, not just my experience. This can and will happen to anyone.
Well, I feel this worked better than Dare would have, by
Absolutely.
far.
Yeah.
And the powdered donut as the butthole is very audacious. I will never eat a powdered donut again. Thank you very
You know
much.
what? Oh, thank you, Audacity Judge. Thank you, Audacity Judge. I wanted to keep it PG.
Yeah, you did that.
I guess are we going in reverse order? Convincing this judge?
You lost me in the beginning when you said you were an athlete.
Now I take offense to that. I do.
Wait a minute now.
I'll run right now with you.
I was going to ask you the question, and that would be me.
We got a lot of. I think this is the end of the show. And
Now I got more questions.
all right, then get through it. We'll just make commentary.
Okay. So in your little scenario.
No, that is the scenario.
In the scenario.
Yes. Thank you.
It's after 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, it is after 10 o'clock. Most of the
I'm not
action.
gonna lie. I love that graphic. If I could just wake up and I'm just laying on a beautiful ass. Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I start the foreplay with ass eating.
Well, the foreplay began in sleep. Your love brought you closer,
Wait.
and you just kind of roll into it.
So she's asleep and you just stuff your face.
No! Oh my God! No! You wouldn't wake up if somebody's ass was like.
I just need to make sure. Wait. You said she would wake up after you. That means she was asleep when you started.
No, I just do that in my sleep. I'm not joking.
Okay.
It's not creepy. We're both up. That's the scenario, just to clear it up.
But you start with ass eating.
Well, yeah. How do you build intimacy? It's the ultimate way.
I'll tell you my process.
What the fuck?
I would build up to ass eating.
Well, we did. We watched Shrek 2. That is key foreplay. That's free tip for you.
It's still a physical build up to ass eating. You don't
I know,
You don't
we
just
were
bust in and just start eating ass.
I mean, did you not see the bananas? That gets many people going to, be the spoon or whatever, and then you get flipped around or something. Listen, the ketamine is doing stuff that I'm not even aware of. I'm just telling you how it goes down.
And you're implying ketamine is a stalker.
Ketamine.
How did ketamine know you were going to eat ass? You know how many people fuck after 10 p.m.?
You want to know what? Ketamine, through methodologies I am not privy to, does know when someone eats ass after midnight.
You give off ass eating pheromones or something?
I think it's some sort of tracker. I think the ketamine works with the NSA. They've been a little cagey.
Like drones. They got drones.
Yeah, I got drones. I'm sure it's updated year to year. Personally, I think it's more important to just be on the offensive, to know when ketamine might be looking at you.
So it's like they're stealing your data and they know, oh, he's gonna eat ass on Friday.
Exactly. You gotta juke them. You gotta know that they're coming and then go. Whoa.
Now, the last question I got. Why am I not doing cocaine? There's so many opportunities in the scenario that I would do cocaine if I was going to do a drug. Why am I doing ketamine? And why did you say ketamine was bad? You said it was a sad tale that you end up doing ketamine. I mean, the donkey, I'm sure they've got Molly, they've got meth, they've got cocaine, they've got all these other drugs. Why do I pick ketamine and I'm usurping weed and everything?
That's exactly right. You didn't pick it. It picked you. It watched you. You had exposed yourself to it, and you could have done all sorts of fun things that night, but you didn't. You took a delicious bowl of Special K after tossing your salad.
And tossing my salad.
Your partners.
So
the salad.
You're saying if I didn't eat ass 24 hours before, I wouldn't have had the ketamine.
No, you wouldn't.
You're saying I would have, if I didn't eat ass, I would have done meth.
Yes. Possibly. It could be anything. There's a lot of drugs. I don't know you. Ketamine's the one that's like seeing into your soul. I'm just telling you what, she...
You really dig in there.
Yeah.
What's a lot of questions?
This is a man who's been asked to eat ass and said no. I can tell. You're trying to get out of it.
I haven't been asked yet.
Oh, perhaps you should watch Shrek 2.
I was watching Pride and Prejudice. I wasn't watching it.
Yeah.
Shrek 2 is missing. That's the thing missing.
Well,
Shrek.
know, there's many Shreks, so, you know, take your pick, whatever fits the moment.
I'm gonna leave you off the hook.
You're going to leave me off the
Leave you
hook?
off the hook.
That's a man who
I haven't been
understands.
asked yet, so.
All right. Professionalism.
Yes.
I'm here in my uniform. I've been wearing this for years.
Yeah.
Years.
Coach P, I really only have, as the professionalism judge, one question, and that's, would you be willing to submit to a drug test?
Would I? Would I? For what reason?
Standard practice with all the new hires here.
New hires here. I did not know this was a corporation.
It does smell like ass up here.
Now, that does not come up on a drug test. I've checked.
But it would also imply you've probably done ketamine.
Which does show up on a
Because I
drug
see a
test.
little doo-doo on your lip. So.
All right.
So
Okay.
again, to reiterate, Coach P, would you be willing to submit to a drug test?
Only if you do the collection. Is there any further questions?
No further questions?
All right, folks, be careful out there. Hold your loved ones. Keep your nose safe. I've been Coach P. I guess I'm going to go find that Caleb guy. Good night. Hey, he says all the participants should get up there and share their beautiful names and socials. And hey, Judge, maybe they'll pass out those QR codes at the back of it. You'll see.
Yes.
All right. Give it up for your participants, folks.
Oh shit!
You can find our goings on Alt ATL on Instagram.
Hi, I'm Freddie Boyd. I don't know. You can friend me on Facebook, I guess. I don't really have anything going on, so.
I'm Marietta. I'm also on Instagram. I'm Marietta. I'll give you my phone number if you want.
I'm Anna. You can find me Anna_Bruno Riley, and I'm mom of mom and dad, and we do shows pretty regularly. Check us out.
Yeah.
Here.
I'm Lanice. I'm on Instagram at Lanice, LUHNEZEEZ. Yeah. This has been great.
Oh, okay. Did he go okay?
Yeah, it was fine.
Sorry, it's big and bad right there. I've been tied up. Coach B is a little kinky, I'll be honest. All right. Ooh, okay, did the voting get passed out?
Yeah, the audience has the vote.
Okay, so yeah, go to that link, do some voting. The judges are going to do some scoring whenever they're ready. I'm going to install.
Yeah, I got my top 3. Are we topping the 3 or?
Oh, you need your pen?
Yeah, I suppose I do. You had it the whole time?
I did.
All right. Thank you.
Nothing was written until after.
On the first 3 there were.
No, the last one you said
Oh yeah, this one, yeah, no.
blank.
All
I
right.
had some.
Okay, I think, yeah, we've got that. All right. How are we good on voting? Everybody in? I get a lose. Let me see here. Oh boy. Okay.
Whoa.
All right.
Wow.
I got to do some math here real quick.
I can pick up this wedgie.
Everyone give it up for Caleb doing all the math in the house. Add them numbers.
It's harder than you think. Ooh.
Hey, Caleb, you always always had that wristband this whole time?
You know, I don't know where that came from. I mean, don't know where that came from. All right, folks, your votes are in, the judges' votes are in, and on this evening, you are both in agreement for the winner. Everybody, please give your round of applause for our winner, our first-time double winner, Anna Ben O'Reilly. Hey, is there a dollar bill sitting over there? Boy, howdy. I'm having a hard time tonight, folks. Here we go. Okay, the trophy is coming, but I wanted to reward you with the Soapbox Anniversary $500 bill. Everyone for the camera here. Football. Wow. Big winner. Big. I'll let you do a solo shot.
Oh, so cool.
All right, everybody. You've been a wonderful audience. Please give it up for yourselves. Please give it up for everybody here. Please give it up for Reed for his photos, Laura for doing tech, Miguel and Dynamic El Dorado for hosting us, and you all please have